Hey, this is Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, I'll tell you what, it's the season now to look, smile, and love each other. And there at the Workers Club, you're doing just that. Times have been tough, no doubt about it. Tough on all of us. But you know what? So be it. The Workers Club. I love the name.
Not the Spider-Man movies, but you don't like the Green Goblin? It's election night. It's the Workers Club. I have my undecided voters with me. Larry, Gus, we're in Vince Russo's book still. You know, I hit a wall this week while reading Vince Russo's book where I was like, this is tough. I had a, I'm page by page. I just couldn't, I was like, I don't know if I can finish this chapter. I've got to take a break every couple pages. It's just so unrelentingly bad. Just him doing the way he talks is repetitive. And the way, so he's right. So it's man, comma, bro, comma. You got to remember, comma, and he keeps hitting these same things, but then you think back to what he's already written, and it's because he's got to always exist in two different things, as we'll talk about. He's got you coming and going, and it's just to deal with him would be exhausting. I imagine. I have a lot of empathy for the people in his life. He's so polite.
They just let him sleep in the basement until noon and engage with him as infrequently as possible.
So, is there any business to attend to? Gus, I'm going to designate Gus as our election night correspondent.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the.
I don't want to hear on the polls.
Okay.
No. We got to hear about it, Gus. I want you to say, and Trump is our next president. And then I get to see.
I will kill myself on this recording.
Oh my goodness!
You'll all have to live with that. So,
guys, are we ready for President Cornel West? My man, yeah, my man. Well, how would Sean Oliver write Cornel West? How would he put that down? He was a character in a Sean Oliver book.
Oh, jeez.
I think there might be a brother man in there.
It was in a neighborhood of Cleveland that is being gentrified, and I saw Larry the Can Man, and I left him.
Did he have an I voted sticker on?
No, it was not today.
All right, let's dig into it. We left off after he had not written for 2 years, almost 2 years. And then he goes off about heaven, right? No, heaven. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I took 2 years off.
We read that chapter.
Yeah. And so finally we get, in the middle of this book, we finally get chapter 17.
Yes.
How WCW killed me. And we finally get a villain in this book. We finally get somebody to blame in this book.
Brian Alvarez?
No. It says, writing my first book was never about money. First and foremost, I wanted to share with the world how Jesus Christ had profoundly changed my life. God. Secondly, growing up, it was always my dream. No, not to be a wrestler. And no, he didn't want to be a wrestling manager. And no, he didn't want to be a wrestling writer, which is not a thing. There's no way he grew as a kid was like, what about writing wrestling?
This Dave Meltzer.
He wanted to be simply a published author. Luckily, a senior editor at ECW Press by the name of Michael Holmes understood my dream, my vision, my intentions, and agreed to let me write Forgiven my way. So I have half a... Should we get Michael Holmes on here? Should we go, what's up? What's going on here? Come on, really. Vince Russo's never going to make you a dime again. So lay it out there. What were your interactions with Vince? What was the...
saying to interview him now.
Yeah, Michael Holmes. I want answers from Michael Holmes. What happened?
He's not going to bury a client.
Is he even a client anymore? Can he be honest?
No, but still.
I read his bio on the website, and I did feel like he's a worker.
Okay, well then maybe he would.
He likes punk music, don't you know?
Okay.
I'm doing the thing where you hate where I'm burying the guy.
No, I don't care then.
Before we interview, he wants you to know he likes punk music. He likes eclectic artists. Hey, send him a manuscript. He'll read it. Is it interesting? Has it never been done before? So Vince wants to write Forgiven, and he wants to talk about religion, and he tells ECW Press, I know this isn't going to make any money because it's not about wrestling. And it's not going to be aimed or marketed directly to the wrestling audience. So he goes, I completely understood that Michael and ECW Press made a sacrifice in an effort to help me get my word across. In lieu of dollars and cents, I am forever grateful to them. So now, but he says, this book with the cover of Sting and Mick Foley looking at him, this is he's obligated to return the favor. So he's like, I'm going to give you a wrestling book now. Help me get my Born Again book out. Now I'm going to give you the wrestling book. Which, as we've read this book, there's so much wrestling in it. There's so many tales, naming names. So, Rope Opera, how WCW killed Vince Russo. How ironic is it that ECW Press, my publisher, also published a book entitled The Death of WCW with a picture of yours truly on the cover?
I mean, how many publishing houses are there really doing wrestling books?
I mean, ECW, isn't that where Ian goes through? Am I wrong on that? Or did they not publish this?
No, Ian does his own, remember?
Oh, he does his own. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Which he said he makes more money on.
But ECW does this ECW Pro, which is not, you would think, it's some kind of fan. No, it's not. Nothing to relate with wrestling. They just love publishing wrestling. There's so many wrestling books.
Looking through their catalog, it seems like they'll publish anything though.
Correct. Well, they don't hire
research into them, but I wonder if they're just one of those just ship it through us and we'll fucking print it type shops.
Well, looking through this book, there's no editors. They have none on staff, so that's a money saver right there. So Death of WCW, this epic manuscript goes on in detail, not factually based, but details nonetheless, fingering the culprits who killed WCW. And Vince was taken aback that he saw this book published. Hey, Vince was never interviewed for this. And also, none of the authors involved in the book had ever had any legitimate ties to WCW. But apparently the book's a masterpiece, Vince says, Apparently, hey, they don't have anybody. They didn't interview anybody. They didn't ask anybody what their side of the story was, I just wrote, Vince has gotten to, and he doesn't like the Death of WCW is a recap of what happened. And he wants a chance to say, what you don't understand is...
I couldn't call those broads fat.
Well, Vince says, you know what, Death is WCW. It's right up there with The Toilet Zone. A hilarious collection of bathroom humor by Reynolds and Gross. Alvarez is Gross, I assume, in that. Vince couldn't, he's like, what if I had two fake names? And he's like, I'll just use the one. I'll actually use Reynolds. And then I get tickled, absolutely tickled, when I hear the critics say that Vince Russo killed WCW. He's not mad, he's laughing, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So under just a 3-month span, he took a 13-year-old company. What?
really blame Vince Russo for killing WCW though. Like I've never heard of anyone having that like direct take.
I would say, no one has said outright.
I mean, I think
he
it's
had a hand on the knife.
like is usually pretty good about like, hey, it was the contracts, creative control, Time Warner, but I've never heard someone say, Russo came in and killed it. Like he's making up.
I hear Bischoff more than Russo.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's gotten to. Listen, Vince is a guy who you can't reply to his Twitter, so that's
he has that off. Yeah. Only the people that can
that he likes.
Well, he took a 13-year-old company and utterly destroyed it in a matter of 3 months. I'm Cloverfield, he says. That alien took Manhattan down in a day, so I guess anything's possible. Well, it must have been that Tank Abbott thing. No, I wrote, no, that just got you demoted. That didn't kill WCW. Because it didn't happen on TV. They nipped it. They were like, no, that can't happen. And then Vince goes, wait a minute. Hold the phone. I just had a thought. If WCW went out of business because of the Tank Abbott thing, but then Tank Abbott killed WCW, not Vince Russo. And he's doing that thing. It goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah, just keep
I'm just providing opportunities.
And then after saying, actually, how he's saying, I'm laughing about it. I just think it's ridiculous. He goes, obviously this topic hits a nerve. I can't tell you why it went out of business. Can I speculate? All day long. But at the end of the day, none of us will ever know the whole story. And I wrote, we do. I can, however, tell you this. When I worked at the WWF, everybody embraced the product. You had to. And he says everybody at Turner looked down at professional wrestling. The people in charge, they separated themselves from the wrestling product. As much like how Britney, he just writes Britney, much like Britney separates herself from good decisions. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this?
That's it's not even funny, like to waste a dated line on.
So he says, they were embarrassed with wrestling at Turner. And I go, why did you make it worse? Again, I go to, why do these guys think this will get the casuals, this will get people to not be embarrassed watching this on TV?
Yeah.
Like, we're in the heart of prestige television, and Vince is looking around. He's flipping through the channels in his basement, his finished basement. Yes. The nameless and faceless suits killed WCW, not Vince Russo, not Eric Bischoff, and not Hulk Hogan's salary, and certainly not Tank Abbott, a thing no one has said. No one has said, hey, Tank Abbott. This was an idea that died, and he's clearly upset. He's annoyed that this idea did not get a chance to bloom on television. Yeah. You definitely have more of a case if you want to argue that WCW almost killed Vince Russo. Never in his life had he had to deal with such depression. It was crippling. As a man, as a husband, and a father, he uprooted his entire family to Atlanta. Bill Bush told him 90 days later that WCW, were going in a new direction. He'd taken his whole family from their friends, their family, the other family that lived nearby. Did anybody think about that? The sacrifices his family made? Amy left a job that she was well into, a career. Never. They never did think about it.
Yeah, I'm sure that job was surprised when she came back. Atlanta didn't work out?
Those that are responsible for ousting Vince Russo from creative director should be ashamed of themselves, he writes. in order for them to jump a spot, they buried an innocent family in the process. Oh, hey, Kevin Sullivan. You ever think about VJ? Will? Crying? Because they don't have friends anymore from Stanford? You ever think about that? So Vince is ashamed and embarrassed and depressed. Very depressed. I spent days and nights in the basement of my house. Too defeated to even rear my ugly head. I felt I had let my family down. I had no game plan whatsoever. I had no contacts. I knew nobody outside of WCW. And as far as income went, keep in mind, I walked away from the job and I wrote, Vince, hire a lawyer. You're so confused on, did they breach me? Did I breach them? And also get a job. This whole thing of like, there's no money coming in. I don't have any other wrestling contacts. I've burned them all. I know he eventually, hey, God bless him, he gets the CD warehouse. But Vince, could I have breached my contract? I don't know. At 38 years old, I was absolutely lost. You guys ever been 38 and you're just like, what do I do with my life? He's about to turn 40 and have a midlife, and he's going to start thinking about the past. He's
so much dumber than I ever thought he was. Like, his complete mismanagement of money is astounding.
You know about the blue chip stocks?
And this. He should have just went to work on Monday and just fucking sat in the writer's room and pitched every ridiculous idea. You know what I mean? If they're going to demote you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he's stupid enough to meet him halfway and breach his contract.
Well, he also has written that simultaneously he was there for the paycheck and also simultaneously was there to prove a point.
You don't understand. As a man, he's got a family that looks up to him.
He does.
Can't just go in and collect a paycheck. It's a principle.
Will, looking at him with tears in his eyes, Daddy, are you disrespecting Flair? Is that why they demoted you? I spent hours at the computer following wrestling news sites just to see if there are any updates on my situation. That's sad, rough
He's
sentence.
in F5 on 411 Mania.
He's refreshing. He's getting the Iata episodes.
Oh, God,
Any
1999. Jesus.
Any news about me? Pick up the phone, Vince. Call somebody. Why? Dave will tell me.
About me?
Nothing but the sound of silence. Hey, remember that chapter he called The Sound of Silence? That's what that is. And Vince is like, and I'm an author. My only saving grace was that I knew that the product would fall flat on its face without me.
You know, the reality is no one's that important to any job, and they usually just keep on trucking right along without you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not that good at my job.
No,
you're right.
He's vastly
No, you're right.
overestimating his worth.
He's acting like these are people that are like, they're looking for his spot. They want his spot. They've all had his spot. Everyone's gotten a turn in the creative carousel of WCW.
No one wanted it anymore.
Dude, Kevin Sullivan isn't like scratching his chin being like, how do I get this Vince Russo out of here? He's just sitting there collecting a paycheck day after day.
Drinking gallons of GHB and passing out backstage.
Who there is like, oh man, Vince is in charge now. I'm not going to be, I got to get rid of him. They don't care.
No,
one
not
cares who's in
really.
charge.
Yeah, you're right.
The most they ever cared was when he was like, what if it was real and Tank Abbott was our champion? Then they were like, okay.
This is going far now.
Time out. Where is a Vince McMahon to do this?
I mean, but this next line, though, I mean, somewhat gets to what I want to know, because he says, I was certain that I was on the right track my first 3 months in. Just as certain as I was that those who undermined me had no clue what they were doing. So he really thought that was a great first 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show we watched?
Yeah.
That was the culmination of those 3 months.
That's unfiltered. That's Vince Russo saying, this is what I like in wrestling. And it was real short matches, you can't even remember how the match is finished. Everything like blurs together.
8 Roddy Piper segments.
Yeah, people are just ranting and raving.
Shoot
talking
interviews.
About workers' rights.
Remember that Nash promo?
Yeah, and then it ends with nothing. It was like, wait a minute, I thought he was upset about workers' rights. Now the NWO is back and Brett's involved. Brett, who earlier was like, you deserve a fair title shot if you think, like, what? There's just confusion. Well, hey, in the next 3 months, that 3.6, which by the way now it's in his own book, it's elevated up a point. What 2 points from the real rate. Now it's a 3.6. 3.6 we within the next 3 months, the 3.6 rating that we had built over 3 months was back to the 2.6 where we
now
started.
Listen, that Sullivan run is kind of equally as bad as the Russo run.
Yeah.
The dog. Do you remember the dog? We got the Tank Abbott versus Big Al skin on a pole match.
I wrote there was a 3.6 in February, but they were turning down.
Hogan comes back in red and yellow and is feuding with Lex Luger.
Nice. Yeah. We'll call back to the original Nitro. In late January 2000, he gets a call from Brad Siegel. And Vince wants you to know, even though he's talked about Brad this entire book, remember the New Yorker who wore a Yankee cap to our first encounter?
I believe he called him a Jew from the island.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you loved it. Vince, there's somebody I want you to talk to. He'll be calling you. No.
That sounded like somebody I know.
Oh, okay. And Vince knows this is going to be Eric Bischoff.
That wasn't on purpose?
What?
You sounded like a friend.
Oh, did that sound like Nate?
No.
Oh, I don't know who it would sound like, though. Then.
It sounded like Sudi. That's what I thought you were doing.
Oh, come on. Wait, now I can't even do it if I thought about it. There's somebody. That doesn't sound like Sudi's.
Yeah, I did.
Oiga Vault. From the start. So it's from the start. I just had a bad feeling about this. Keep in mind that it wasn't until I took over the booking for Vince that the WWF made their dramatic comeback. He took over the booking for Vince McMahon. Remember that when he took over the booking and they made their comeback?
Yep.
I wrote, holy shit. I feel like that's not even talked about enough that he says this in his book. I know he gives himself a little bit too much credit. That's all the credit.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that years earlier I gave him the opportunity to hire me Eric. Yeah, he gave Eric the opportunity to hire me. I gave Eric the opportunity to hire me before I started booking with Vince, and he never called me back as he stated he would. And then he does that. I don't blame him. But I have to be honest here. I hated this whole thing from the start. He'll keep hitting that from the start. He didn't like it. And, at this point, all he wants to do is secure my check for the next year, 9 months. That was it. So, I'm going to do
I don't want to get bogged down into details.
No, do it.
97, which, is fucking awesome creatively, right? And really gets him rolling for Austin and Tyson to put him over the top. I see almost no Russo in most of that year. And you don't hear Brett talk about him. You don't hear Sean talk about him. So he clearly wasn't booking the main event shit.
I mean, by that Survivor Series, he's the one sitting, according to accounts, he's the one sitting wide-eyed going, what? As they explain.
And what's funny is that, right, as soon as he gains prominence, which is like Survivor Series after, quality of the shows goes way the fuck down. Compared to 97.
They are.
It's full on just with everything.
Who's our baseball comp for a guy who is like looked good on like a dynasty team and then went somewhere else and then was just
it would be a coach taking over someone else's hard work.
There you go.
Like who the fuck won the Super Bowl after Tony Dungy set up the Bucks? Gruden.
No, the Colts. Tony Gruden. Are we talking about?
No, Dungy was the coach of the Bucks first.
Yeah.
Bucks.
And then they fired him, and
He
Gruden
invented
took
the
over the
championship.
team and won the Super Bowl the first year. But it was fucking Dungy's team.
Who am I thinking
So
of?
Vince Russo
Bill
is
Callahan
John
with the Raiders.
Vince Russo is John Gruden.
That seems like an insult to John Gruden.
Hey, they both been coasting off something they did 25 years ago. I mean, Gruden hasn't done
That's
anything
true.
since that Super Bowl.
So I wanted to rip
rattle
off.
off some racist emails.
Hey, he gets into it. I wanted to rip off a bit entirely, which usually we can't do on this. There's a book podcast out there that does a kind of they do many bits, but one of them is listeners submit as they are reading fictional books, and there's usually when you're fiction, you can kind of get a bead on how the author writes, and people submit, real or fake as far as the future selections in the book to try and trick the host to see if they can guess a real passage or a fake passage.
Okay.
And the other host sprinkles in real ones, which usually then depresses the other host. If he's like, that was real. With the wrestling books, it's hard to do that because it's just a guy usually recounting a story. I mean, there's little things you can pick up, but they did live a life. I can't fool Larry by being, and then Brett wrote this. Like, that never would happen. But with Vince, I thought I would try because Vince is so writing.
Awesome.
So I have here, I want to see, I don't know how far you guys have read ahead. Probably not as much, not very much. I want you to guess. I have 4 passages. Which ones are real, really written by Vince Russo, and which ones were not written by Vince Russo? Okay, here we go. Number 1. Again, you have to remember that when I met Amy, God was not a part of my life. I did not know his plan for me. I would have to wait for that, wait longer than Cecil Fielder Tripper on the base pass. Which reminds me, who names their kid Prince?
Okay. I think I got an answer on that one.
Sports Entertainment Extreme. It was the concept that was going to change the business forever. At the time, it was hip, cutting edge, ingenious, dangerous, but perhaps even more importantly, different. And that's what I want. That's what I felt the business most desperately needed at the time, just to be different.
I'm gonna waffle on that one. Okay.
As a writer, there are 2 things I love the most: good dialogue and interesting characters. The greatest dialogue in any motion picture ever made: Glenn Ross. Greatest character: Dustin Hoffman as Ratso Rizzo in Midnight Cowboy.
Okay.
Final one. The Harris brothers came up to me, and either Ron or Don, remember I can't tell who is who, said Dixie was looking for me. Well, I'm not hard to find, so I have to come to one conclusion. And again, this is my opinion, my own opinion, and nothing else. Someone had stooged me off. Mike Tenay? Never. That guy is a prose pro. Man, even the thought of
that one's you. You're writing that one.
Man, wait, hold on. It's not done. Man, even the thought of Mike going behind my back makes me want to take a page from Draws and puke.
Yeah, that's you.
That last one is fake? Okay. Yeah. So what about the first
number
one?
Number 1 is fake too, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought fake.
Okay.
2 and 3, I say yes. Those are Russo.
I went fake, real.
Okay.
You're right. The first one is fake. Amy, God was not part of my life. Hello.
Because
no, I made it all up.
Oh, okay.
Come on now, I gotta trick you. No, there are real ones. You guys nailed it. I mean, number 2 was Sports Entertainment Extreme, where he lists what it's like. That's real. That happened.
I thought
he
so.
goes into that. Yeah.
I said no, but it was so.
That was the one I was.
Cool.
Yeah, I was.
Then him talking about good dialogue and interesting characters. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
And then yes, the Harris brothers.
Smart for Russo.
4 is fake.
I made up the Harris. Yes, I made up the Harris brother and Dixie Carter.
You really captured his prose well, though.
You did.
Thank you. Maybe he'll be the subject of the Christmas erotica. Maybe him and Amy finally reconnect in the basement. I'm spitballing. What do you think? Is that good?
Hold on.
No, is that gonna get us in trouble?
It might.
She's not a public figure.
Yeah, is there any info on?
I think there's a famous Amy Russo, but it's not.
Well, I see one in Colorado Springs.
Oh, that might be. Yeah. Well,
Nah, this is not the person.
We're totally gonna get Vince on after we spend 20 minutes googling his wife.
Hey, here we go, Larry. He's got to do it every time. Find somebody.
I'm sure she's a wonderful woman.
I mean, putting up with Vince. God bless. Chapter 18, A Recipe for Disaster. I met Eric at a restaurant in Kennesaw, Georgia called Hobbs. Ironically, that restaurant is also now out of business.
What the fuck?
So, basically, after talking to Eric, Brad Siegel called him back and said that nobody in WCW would know that this meeting is taking place. And so that's when Vince thinks Brad's doing this without Bill Bush's knowledge. And then he says, remember, Brad liked Eric. And he doesn't think that Brad wanted to see Eric go. And he says, if you were to ask Eric, let's see, what did he say? Oh, he says, I just hated everything about this meeting. Eric and I never liked each other, never trusted each other. And if you were to ask if Eric Bischoff wanted to work with me, I'm certain that both of us would have said thanks, but no thanks. If they had been pitched the idea. And then this is where Vince begins getting confused about the pecking order, and he's obsessed with, quote, the pecking order of it. Is who's in charge? Is it Eric? Is it him?
I have found
Brad
too
never
much
laid any of it
information that I wasn't even trying to find. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Well, keep it to yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I won't say that.
Oh
But
no.
well, no. I again was not looking. I saw that tweet and then I was just clicking on the other Google. But it's got the true people search result, and that shows you their fucking house,
That is fucked up.
including like value, how many rooms. It gives you the Zillow information.
I don't like that.
I can send it to you if you.
Yeah, if you can send it to me so I could not
Is
Look at him.
do anything creepy with it.
is
Yeah, you got a deal on it. I'm
I
sure
got
it's
a
worth a
bad
lot
deal.
more.
I'm not going anywhere.
or is that at a funeral? The picture you just sent me?
No, that looks like a gala
It's
of
the
some
funeral
sort.
for WCW.
Why are they outside of a law office? Did he just pass the bar exam? So, I just hated everything about this meeting. And liked each other. Okay. So was I now reporting to Eric? Was he a consultant? Brad never laid any of that. What does the listing say?
Is that as
Finished
close to
basement?
you as you thought it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see exactly.
Vince is
Just,
looking in his window.
The
Bro.
basement's right under that roof,
Yeah.
man.
No. Trim your hedges, bro.
I have my leap guys come by today.
So, Vince wants you to know a couple of things here. It's nothing personal against Eric, by the way. But he's always considered himself a blue-collar guy in the business. I just enjoy working with the boys, no matter where they are on the card. I don't enjoy being the boss, and I never play the boss card. Never. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, and I don't expect people to shudder in fear when I enter a room. That's just not my makeup. I always felt that the most important thing was respect to the boys, respect their talent, respect their craft, respect their families, and respect them as human beings.
I hate this guy. This is such a horrible chapter.
Oh, I nailed him, Larry. I wrote, "Could you respect my time, Vince?" Got him. I never found joy in being the big deal. He's like doing anybody know a drunk
Air
uncle?
quotes. Yeah.
Saturday Night Live. Yeah. So I was never Mr. Right. Yeah, he's not the big deal. I wear baseball jerseys, not sports jackets.
Do you think he gets the authentics, or do you think he goes like and gets like the Timo?
He gets like a Kroger brand starter. Is that what you're at? What would that even be?
Okay.
I talk with people, not at them. I don't get off on being smarter than anybody else. Says the guy that said my peers hated me because I was smarter than them. The truth is,
statement.
I have way more street smarts than I do book smarts. Vince Russo, street smart.
No.
Please. Please.
I played stickball, bro.
Yeah. He knocked the hula hoop down the street. Vincent, come home to your mama and papa.
The macaroni's ready.
Yeah. Oh, gee. He's rushing down to the local mob boss who puts
He's in his Pee Wee Reese jersey.
Yeah. He's working the books for him. What'd you say? You took the over? He's scribbling it down. I'll get it over to Fat Tony here in a minute.
So it's like a Bronx Tale.
Yeah. To this day, my son VJ, who's now 17, cannot believe that I'm a writer who hates to read. This is one of those where
hang on. If I'm writing the screenplay, young Vinny and his hoodlum friends, they find a skin mag in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And little Vinny closes his eyes when it gets passed to him because he doesn't want the temptation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Right then, I thought God would strike me down. And he ran away. When he writes this says so much about Vince to his core. And this is why we do this. I was like, oh, this is so revealing. And it's so just my son can't believe that I'm a writer who hates to read. He always recommends books for me to read, and I tell him he's nuts. The extent of my reading is fantasy.
Son is just trying to connect with his father. Who sleeps.
You're a writer, right? You're like creative. What have you read these things that I like? And what have you read? I mean, you're a writer. You're creative. And Vince is like, nah, bro. I watched the boob tube. That's the idea fountain.
Springer reruns on Pluto.
My best ideas are after I watch TV and write down what I just saw. That's when the creative fountain is bubbling. The extent of my reading is fantasy baseball magazines. I wrote sicko behavior. I play a fantasy baseball magazine. That should be in a wrapper at the store. Deviant behavior to buy that.
Who's the Dave Meltzer of fantasy baseball writing?
Oh God, the guy that's like his Frank DeFord is Dave Meltzer. He told me that one day I'd stop writing at the Sacramento Bee and make something of myself. He's answering bad emails in the magazine. You told me to pick this guy and draft him up. Oh well, actually, if you actually read what I wrote, you would have known.
Now, you know what's funny is Dave claiming, I don't know, and I love Dave. No one could love or defend Dave more than me.
Mm-hmm.
But he once left the Observer to be a women's volleyball reporter.
Yeah.
Remember that?
About it.
In what
I don't
year?
remember it, but
It was like 89. And then like 3 weeks later, he came back and the job
Like
didn't
beach
pan out.
volleyball or like Olympic?
Now I'm going to have to find it.
he's writing in a newsletter never published. It's kind of the new roller derby if you think about it.
Well,
Guys.
the tweet he had the other week about like he would be like one of the great NFL writers or something.
Yeah.
That is the most egregious thing that man has ever said.
Him and Chris Mortensen would have been of the same generation. Len Pasquarelli.
Oh God. God, Dave at a real press conference. Good luck.
Would Joel Embiid strike Dave?
Yes.
I mean, Dave questioned Roman's chemo, so if he did that to a real athlete,
Don't you dare! He did not do that. He said a doctor told him that it wasn't a very serious because he was doing the things he was supposed to be doing. Which is also one of those things. Sometimes Dave reports stuff where it's like, what? I mean, why even? I know he's in Dave's mind. He's trying to convey that Roman's going to be okay, and that Roman should make a healthy return in Dave's mind. But it's written through Dave having to write how he writes. Same thing with him trying to talk about Peyton Royce. He's daving out, trying to explain why she was a better worker previously. He has said, I think, since then, I shouldn't have even brought it up. And that's that's
what are you talking about right now?
just Dave.
Oh no! What example are you saying?
I brought up the Peyton Royce also, where things Dave should report.
Okay.
Or he wasn't really reporting; he was just talking off the cuff. But the Roman Reigns
So
things,
you're right.
I think he would be like, "Did I have to report that I thought he'd be healthy because I talked to a doctor friend of mine?"
I mean, at least he's not Bruce Mitchell.
God.
When it comes to
Bruce
speculating
voting
about health.
Show me his hospital record. I understand being concerned about COVID, but in that space, in that way, let's see. I have some notes here because he's always reading, which I wrote. This is very damning, and it's because every author to a T, I feel like in most interviews I've read, are like they read. They read and they talk about reading, and it kind of fuels them. And guys that direct movies, guys and gals.
Just to get us off Russo again, did Dave move to Texas just because the Von Erichs were hot?
I've thought about Dave's where he's.
I've never heard the reason.
I've never have. Colin, where you at?
Yeah,
but I assumed that only because somebody would be like, "Hey, remember Dusty in Florida?" And he'd be like, "I lived there." I lived, and then it's Von Erichs. It's like, "Yep, I was living there too." And I just feel like he kept.
I'm looking at his pro wrestling wiki, and it says he lived there from '83 to '84 in Denton. So I'm just like, he moved there because they were hot.
He was probably working out with the boys.
No, he has the story he always tells Colin. He's popping right now. He's like, yes, he's bringing it up. He's always like, yeah, they were huge. You'd go to the malls in Texas.
Good night. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
And you're picking me up tomorrow night.
Correct. Remind me in the morning.
Okay.
Love you. Good night. He'll be like, you go to the malls and the girls, it was just all you heard about the girls on the.
Dave got some Von Erich seconds.
Oh no, quite.
But Dave speaks fondly of going to the mall. He was there. He knows how big they were. He was amongst the people. He's seeing on the local news. He's seeing what he's seeing the commercials.
He was at the mall buying the jeans that he wears now.
yeah. Talking to a girl who's like, I love Carrie, and he's like, he's a subscriber.
Can I observe you?
I've kind of known around these parts as an observer. Wiggling those eyebrows, that tongue waggling around.
Oh man, hold on. We're all yoked. We're writing Dave like Erotica on the fly.
Yeah. He'll be in the erotica too.
I never thought of Dave as a sexual being until I heard like Missy
Oh.
Hyatt talking about like partying with Dave and Flair. I'm like, okay, stuff went down with Dave.
I'm broken. I only think of him as a sexual being because I've never doubted it for a second in my life.
We've talked about this, but the Dave biopic needs to be made, and it needs to be made by us.
No. I want to talk to him about dating apps and if he used them. You know, I want to know everything about Dave. He doesn't want everything known about him. Let's be clear. He's never going to sit down for a doc. So
that would be like one of my dumb lottery purchases. I would throw millions at it.
Jesse Eisenberg?
Oh, hey, if you were doing a fictional movie? No, he's not gonna get fucking ripped. He's not gonna get fucking abs better than Johnny Nitro.
Ripped. I'm not thinking of that aspect. Otherwise, I think he'd be good with the speech patterns. He could get the Dave-isms.
John C. Reilly?
I have it pulled up right now. Right. I have famous Jewish actors pulled up.
Who was the guy in the Criminal show where he was profiling people? Mandy Patinkin. Mandy Patinkin. He was from The Princess Bride. He's been in a million things.
Hang on. I'm not getting much here. Slim Pickens.
Colin's agreeing with me. Yes, Mandy
Slim Pickens,
Patinkin.
I was a great blues musician. Oh, I hate myself.
Slim Pickens was an actor, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he's in fucking Blazing Saddles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his name, Slim Pickens.
It's a great name. Love it.
Wait, can I get a report on the election?
No.
Uh-oh.
Nate
None of it makes fucking sense.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now I gotta check it out. That's why I hate media. I hate dog and pony shows, and I hate tooting my own horn. What did it write here? Vince McMahon, what is his philosophy? Vince Russo wants the soul sources, but can't follow that.
Oh, you guys excited for Vince's new entertainment company?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, I think it's just going to be girls in bikinis shooting guns.
Yeah, and it's going to be awesome.
I'm waiting for the people that decided, well, we have to recap it. He's related to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
We have to talk about it. So it's this is what it says here. It's apparent to those who know Eric that he's the complete opposite. He's not Eric does not consider himself a blue collar guy. And hey, whatever makes him happy, he is who he is. But again, I had to go along with it because I had no choice. So there's the New Blood and Millionaires Club.
Is he saying he's directed by God if he had no choice?
I mean, he talks about that, God directing him on these journeys, but he blames himself when he veers off the journey. So this must have been his fault that he had no choice. So just to be clear, Vince doesn't count when he was the powers that be, and you hear his voice, but you see his arm, or you see his, the side of his head.
Yeah.
He doesn't consider that appearing on TV as Vince Russo. Even when he's shouting at Brett in that episode we watched, I thought this would be, for the thing that you went through with WWF.
And plus Piper calls him Russo.
That's a big one. But when Eric and him come up with the New Blood and Millionaires Club, it's Eric who suggests that he show up on TV for the first time. So if you don't like the Vince Russo on-screen character, it's when he actually in full bought and walked out, and that was Eric's ideas. He would never put himself on TV as a character.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Does it? I'm just letting you know what we saw earlier. That doesn't count. That's the powers. That's a separate character than Vince Russo. No update, really. I gotta look.
There's no swing states that have been reported yet, so there's nothing to
Oh.
look at. Everything is as you would think.
Who won California?
Okay.
California.
Chapter 19. Putting
Did
myself
we resolve
over.
our music thing? Are we cool on that front? Any news there?
I'm just not going to use real music anymore.
Okay.
I don't want to, get like all the back. I don't want any more attention.
Yeah.
Leave the back catalog alone.
For not wanting to do them. Okay, yikes. I'm just making sure, believe me. How'd that go? Okay. Even though I fully realized I was about to cross the line from office to town, I didn't have an issue with Eric's suggestion. Here's why. So here it goes. There was a lot of pressure on Vince
Oh, it's snowing. That's
to
pretty.
deliver ratings. And so he's like, I'll just do it myself. He's putting pressure on himself.
You guys see the snow?
And then he goes again, very nice. He goes, it had nothing to do with ego. And Vince does this thing throughout the book where you have to believe that whatever he's saying to you, that you have to believe is actually a lie. He does it with the believe me, I'm telling you the truth. Honest, I got to be honest here.
Yeah.
And he hits you to the point that to us, it comes off as somebody that's always trying to manipulate you into, so he'll be like, believe me, it has nothing to do with ego.
What page are you on?
I'm on page 99.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Let's see. I had to prove my critics wrong. What's that?
Does Russo have a favorite pope?
He hates Catholicism now. Bet he did though.
It's because of him they don't talk real.
Sorry, I'm just.
No.
Guys,
Oh, no.
I took all my edibles at once.
Oh no!
Oh no.
We'll get through it. We could always watch a Russo shoot interview.
Let's see. Here we go.
How much Russo shoot footage did you watch?
I couldn't find anything.
I haven't watched any.
I keep trying to find different Russo things. It's the same stuff over and over again. If it's an interview clip, he starts every answer with, "I'm going to be really honest with you, bro. Really, really honest." Everyone.
So here's what I'm getting: fucking a 2-hour one with Hannibal, who
Oh.
Okay, another one with Hannibal from a different time, and then you got your Sean timeline of 1998 clips, and then you're just gonna get your Sean clips. Russo on why he took an order of protection out against Jim Cornette.
Oh my god.
I think I've heard that one. He feared for his life.
Yeah.
Bro, he's saying he's going to kill me. What would you do?
I got a wife and kids. Oh, this one's disturbing. He's got a shaved head. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, it's.
What? He's not racist.
Okay.
What we got here? You've sent me a map. Gus has sent me a map. Oh, God, come on. Let me look at what's the map. That's not bad.
I am making that trip.
Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, we're on the. I'm sorry, we're on this. Okay. Vince had to prove his critics wrong by showing them not only would his way work, but that it would be as successful as he had been in WWF. At the end of the day, he just wanted to win. I said, for some reason, I remember cutting a shoot promo that night. Okay, so here we go. The premiere of the Russo Bischoff or Bischoff Russo Monday Nitro. Again, he's confused on who's actually in charge. I wasn't sure whose name should have come first because Brad Siegel still had discussed the pecking order with either Eric or me. Maybe he told Eric, but he never said anything to me. I didn't know who the boss was. So they start the angle, the storyline. I remember cutting a shoot promo that night on the politics that cost me my job. I didn't mention names because those responsible knew who they were. My promo was spotty at times, but the truth is that my mouth was drier than Whoopi's cornrows.
What the fuck?
My mouth was drier than Whoopi's cornrows. Look, and again,
Who's that joke for?
Well,
He's not racist.
he's not racist. Chapter 25. Now he's racist. It's coming up. I was nervous, not so much about my own ability, but rather what others were going to think about me.
What's up, Cobb County?
He was never a good on-screen performer.
Not if you read this book, you wouldn't know that.
Well,
He's always-
Bischoff, you give it to. He's okay. He's pretty good on screen, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
he gets heat. Russo is just like no one gives a like. It's
X-Pac heat.
yeah.
I always, in any clip I've seen of him, any bit I've watched when he was an on-screen character, bro, he always looked nervous, a little sweaty behind the eyes, a little in his chest, a little bit. As I'm doing this, I'm out here. That's how it to me. That's always how he came across.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a performer.
Well, again, he spends this book saying that actually he was really good and actually always accomplished what he set out to do, but also he wasn't meant to be a performer. So if he thought it was bad, that's because he wasn't meant to be a performer. So there you go. It's again that duality of Vince, where you're never going to get him. So he thinks that he was nervous about not about his ability to be an on-screen character, but what others would say. And then he says, man, that's all our fear, isn't it? It's so important for us to please other people. And I wrote, stop grouping me in with you. You are revealing yourself. No, that's not me. I'm not constantly seeking, please like me. That's Vince being, they think he's writing this book. He's like, I'm going to pull one. I'm going to sell this book. The marks are going to buy this book. I won't reveal any bit of myself. We make it our number one priority to be liked by all. Larry, do you agree with that? We make it our number one priority.
No.
This is what I'm talking about. Because our biggest fear is not being liked and people saying bad stuff about us. And by the way, Vince isn't paranoid.
That is
he hates that
Russo.
word. Yeah.
That is his criticism. He never liked me, bro.
Yeah. This book should be called Paranoia, Not Me? Question mark. And it's him, like, with that eye looking behind his shoulder. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I know I lost my place.
He makes a booking committee, even though he
Oh,
doesn't
is that
like
where we're
them.
at? Wait.
Yeah.
I thought I lost my place, but because I was thinking back to his cronies, his crony all-star team. I was like, "Is that where this is? We've done that already, right?" Am I like flashing back, like
He
Vietnam?
did, but he never even really finished that. He just talked about the
Okay.
Harris twins.
This is okay, right? He says he only got over not wanting to be liked by everybody through God. That's when he realized that was ridiculous. Through God, I now understand that it's all about pleasing Him.
Yeah, I know. I tried to
him
skip
only.
the God stuff. Come on, we.
Well, no, because he says, let's see, what did I write? That's what I wrote. I wrote Ring of Glory. I wrote that because he wrote through God. I now understand that it's all about pleasing Him, and I just couldn't imagine how that would please God.
Are you
doing
guys
that
as like
joke.
immature as me mentally? And every time you like hear Ring of Glory, you're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Ring of Glory hole. Or is that just me being a fucking child?
No, it's very sexual.
Ring of Honor, honoring God, bro. How about glory to God, bro?
I feel like if you did it like unironically, but sort of ironically, you could
Mhm.
do a badass biblical based promotion.
A revival promotion.
Oh
yeah,
my
I mean,
God,
have
that is-
Goliath have like a year-long run with the title.
Hold on, guys. That's the fucking
Yeah. A
that's
revival
the business
church.
right there.
Make a lot of money.
You're doing sermons and you're also doing
We'd be
pro
doing Trump
wrestling.
rallies.
Oh, Larry, mark down this time code and delete it. We need this idea. Don't let anybody.
That's
Somebody's gonna listen.
we're gonna record 2 versions of the show tonight, and depending on how
Yeah.
things go, we'll release one or the other.
Let me see. I'm waiting for a refresh now. You said that. I got to refresh now. See, somebody's posted the image of Alfred Molina and Boogie Nights with a gun to his mouth. That's nice. Okay. Long lines in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Bernard Marcus, Home Depot co-founder, died at 95. That has nothing to do with anything. Or unless did George Soros kill him? Or whatever the Republican or the Koch brothers. Koch? Coke? I can never.
Yeah, I never
don't
know
ask me. Yeah, God. Coke. It's Coke.
It's the Koch brothers. I'm sorry, guys.
I immediately assembled a booking committee. I was just so sick and tired of hearing those above me saying that that's what I needed. Truth is, I didn't need a committee. I didn't want a committee. And most importantly, in wrestling committee, they never work. And I wrote, how many people does it have to be a booking committee? Because he already books with, like, you know, like, as his
No
cronies.
great work of art
Is that not a
done by
committee? Or
committee.
like, and he also in WWF, he worked with Bruce, Pat, James, Jim, Vince.
I was
Is that
gonna
not a booking committee?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Vince was always a committee. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am the committee.
Well, don't you know the more people involved, the more opinions you have to hear. The more opinions you have to hear, the more time you spend. And you can't do the show.
How long can you talk about a wrestling show? You know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine taking more like 2 hours booking a show. Come on.
We're about to hit 3 here. Spoilers. I also like that he goes through this whole like, look, I went back to work. I made a committee. I didn't want a committee. I never liked committees. It sounds like they told you have to make a committee, and you're doing
Your
it.
roster was so big, though. All you do is you tell people either play ball, and if they don't, shut the fuck up and go home and collect your paycheck.
Yeah, we'll bring El Dandy in here and he'll do it.
Exactly.
Well, that's where I wrote it because he says so. We talked about the WWF thing. Yeah, he's working with a bunch of guys. Well, that's why what Ed and I had at the WWF was so unique.
And it's
Special
interesting he
input.
hasn't mentioned Ed. Because
Yes.
you remember when Russo
He's-
comes back, Ed gets demoted to a road agent.
Mm-hmm.
Say that one more time. You broke up while you're saying that in my
Oh.
ears, at least.
Remember, Ed stuck around when Russo was fired.
Yes.
And then when Russo comes back, he's demoted to a road agent.
Just two guys bouncing ideas off each other. No big room filled with numerous egos. Just the two of us. It's no coincidence that while we were booking, everybody on the WWF roster had a role. To your point, who do you? So Vince is on record in this book doing his Vince thing where he thinks Ed is better than Stephen King, an all-time perfect author, and then he's kind of self-deprecating. Would if he went to Ed and said, Vince Russo as a writer, flat out, he's in your Full Sail class.
Mm-hmm.
You passing or you failing them? Would Ed equally? Would Ed, who stuck around, was like, yeah, you do that for rebelling? Would he go, oh yeah, A+?
Now remember, he was a dick to grade. That's what we read.
Yeah, he'd be like, sorry, Vince, love you. D-.
Oh man, you guys ever have like any professors like that were just like way too dickish or like ego driven for like what their position was?
I did, but you know what? I learned a fucking ton at the end of the day. She spoke like it was a programming class. She spoke like she was a peer of, Paul Allen and Wozniak. She's like, oh yes, they were, at Cornell while I was at Harvard. She was teaching at community college, by the way.
Damn.
And then everyone hated her. There was a day when I was the only one who came to class.
Oh, fuck.
Because there were only 3 of us left who hadn't dropped, and the other 2 were sick. She taught me for the entire hour and a half. One-on-one.
That's hot.
And then what happened? Yeah. Then what happened after the
Learned
class
so much.
Class ended.
But
and
you
the
know
door
what? My
got
flow
locked.
charts are still flawless because of her.
There you go.
I love me a good flow chart.
Oh yeah.
What was her dinner like at home? Was she married? She's single?
She was a cold woman. I wouldn't think so.
She's just cracking open a can of Campbell's.
She's always like, time is money in this business. It's just like we're in community college.
Yeah,
Pump the
what?
brakes. If my coding's a
man,
little
those
sloppy,
compute
it's
cycles
okay.
aren't free.
She's getting paid per student? It's like a restaurant.
No,
We
she
gotta
means
get
in
them and out.
programming. In
Oh,
programming.
in programming. I thought she was talking about her life. What time is money? I was like,
Burn
how?
and burn.
I told the story about the guy that wrote the book about Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, and he was like, you got to read this book to pass your book. This is how you generate sales. And then, I had another guy that was like, I said, hey, can I get an extension on something? And he was like, welcome to the real world. He did one of those. That was his bit to do that. Sorry, we're not, I'm not here on your time, but this isn't public. Da, da, da. And I kind of walked away though. Going, don't I paid money to be here, right? He does work for me. No.
Sorry, I'm just reading
Both
Camille's
guys.
anti-abortion screed and getting angry.
Who's Camille?
That really tall, moosey gal who's in AEW.
Oh, uh-oh.
So our wrestlers losing it on the interwebs tonight.
It's a windy captain for us.
Oh, he is. He's reading. Well, let's go into the Workers Club Discord here. He did.
Yeah.
I only see myself. Maybe I need to. I've lost. Oh! He actually has the screen cap. I was like, where is he talking about it? Ah, yes. Well, I'm not gonna read this.
A zinc spark.
It's sick. Well,
don't even try with that parasite argument.
I'm sure. Boy, Tony, why does this Tony? He really
Where's
does.
Bryan
need to
Danielson
get
at?
He really does need to get somebody to be like,
right now.
guys, I'd like to give you your freedom, but you're proving Vince right in what he would lay down as law. Like, why
you're all getting AEW run Twitter accounts,
dude? Tony Khan was just like, look, I grew up as a fan. Shouldn't these guys just allow to be themselves and everything will work out? And he's slowly having to come around to being like, why must you make me treat you like cattle? God damn it. He was a union guy and he's like, I get it now. They should be exploited. They're always trying to end me.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you can't. Oh, Camille. It's like, where is her spot with that? What is her contract that she's like, I'm good? Boom. Or even Ricochet, which is like, I get why he would be mad enough to tell a fan, go suck a dick or suck my fucking dick. I get it. You've been eating shit and all that, and it's just been up. And you finally get to fucking fire off. But like, it is that thing where when people are like, should you really even be engaging? He's like, oh, you like, I'm good. It's like,
Yeah, it should literally be like, you can get the new Ricochet, like, what's his, like, catchphrase right now? Like, something. At shopaw.com.
Is there a big wrestler who doesn't have an online presence? I'm thinking maybe Randy Orton, but even he does stuff.
Mox is probably the best.
Mox, he says
okay.
He said he installed the Twitter app once to promote the video of him leaving WWE, and before he said that was
I don't like
company
him.
run. You know,
I'll respect him on that.
And then he says, he said the WWF. Well, the WWF gave him all one, and he didn't really know what to do with it. Then it eventually became company run or timed or something like that. But then he still had the information, I guess, or something. But yeah, we're gonna do his book. That's a book I actually like. I mean, it's not well written. It's written in his voice, but you believe when he says, "I wrote this." You're like, I know. Let's see. So what is he? Oh, him and Ed they're So when they booked the WWF, everyone had a role. You have to understand. 10 to 4. Him and Ed, those were their hours. They like 10 to 4. They're getting things done. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm reading this wrong. They were not ready for the 10 to 4, working 10 to 4. They were used to 9 to 7 days. You get up at 9, you work till 7. Working 10 to 4 and trying to do the wrestling show in those hours, that was not good.
Working 10 to 4.
I just wanted to go home and
Billy Joel could get it.
Yeah. No. Larry, do it. Put that working 9 to 5. Do it. Put it in. Start recording yourself.
Dolly's gonna send us a letter.
I'm not gonna fuck with Dolly. She's got my respect.
I just wanted to go home and sink my head in a boiling pot of water.
Okay.
We would send Eric. So then he's like, so we send Eric the shows, right? Because he's whatever role he is, and he would tell us what was wrong with them after they aired, not before the show aired, but after it.
We got it.
Well, it's also like, so Eric had sent the script. Could you, if you were doing a wrestling show, would you be like, off of this script where it says Lex Luger beats, it's like, what are you visualizing here? You know, the matches?
I don't know.
It's like he saw the show and then
some of it.
Well, he's like, then he saw the show, then he had notes. And it's like, yeah, because you need the live audience. What's he going to do with the format sheet?
It's still helpful. You're right. Vince doesn't get it.
I started to get the feeling that Eric didn't know a good show from a bad show until the internet told him Tuesday morning. Eric would say when things didn't do well, he'd say they were bad. And when they did good, he wouldn't say, what's that guy? He's listening to the internet too much. The internet told him Tuesday morning. Again. This is, I think, when I finally was like, God, he writes again into certain words over and over again. Not only in defense of me, but in defense of the entire creative team. I started having a huge problem with this. We're spending hours on a show, and you're going to negatively critique it after it aired?
Yeah, that's how it fucking works. You do all the work, and then it gets critiqued.
And then he goes again, I'm only saying this because I could not figure out who was my boss.
Can
there
we
are
get
other issues.
a Siskel and Ebert AI to like critique
This
an
book.
episode of like Russo Nitro?
Roger would like it for reasons. He likes certain parts of the show that give it energy.
Man, Skip Bayless got hacked.
Oh no, he's saying not racist
It's
things.
funny too. No, he's saying racist things. Well, it's I think it's a black guy who did it. You can look it up.
Is he-
It's good. It's okay.
Does he like LeBron now?
He does say
What's the
something
hacker
about,
doing?
Yeah, he is defending LeBron, the hacker. I want to apologize to LeBron. He owns me. I'm just an old cuck who has nothing going on with his life. I'm sorry, King LeBron. N-word can't even get his Twitter back. What a retard, LOL. It's been hours. I'm bored as fuck, and this N-word has not gotten his account back. This is crazy. By the way, Skip talks to escorts in his Twitter DMs. I do think he's really lonely and needs some soul searching. Poor guy. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at a chart where the search term "Did Joe Biden drop out?" reached its peak to November 4th. That's
Well,
really people literally are finding out. Like, wait, what? Who's running for president? So, defending the entire creative team, he's having a problem with this. There are other issues between Eric and me. Our philosophies were just different. You see, Eric's a main event guy, and Vince is a mid-card and below guy. Why? Because on many occasions you couldn't tell the veterans anything, especially at WCW. In their minds, when it came to writing, I was like, no, Vince. They're not talking about writing when they're talking to you. They're talking about wrestling. When it came to writing, they were Shakespeare and I was Dr. Seuss. The only problem is, with that, they didn't have. So after he writes that, he goes, they didn't have a clue about writing. Wrestlers want to act like I don't know. This is what he's writing. He's writing this. And also, so why is he's telling? Why does Vince Russo have this? I want to push young guys booking philosophy. It's because the veteran guys are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. So, you want to know why I love you, Booker T? You want to know why I love you, Evan Congarius? It's because it's Evan Congarius, whatever his fucking name was. Wasn't he the guy that he loved with the abs?
Evan Courageous.
Courageous.
No, wasn't it spelled Karagias?
It's
Was it spelled
spelled
goofy? It was spelled stupid?
It smelled like it would be Greek, but still courageous.
No. Well, yeah, in my head, though, it was Courageous. Courageous? Is that his name?
Don't you listen to Mike Tenay?
No. Courageous? Why he's pushing you is because Hulk Hogan won't say one fucking word to him. That makes you feel good if you're Evan K. Oh, Vince really has my best interest at heart. Well, no, Ric Flair and Hulk just iced him out of the locker room, and so he doesn't have anybody else to talk to.
Rick Steiner turned this idea down, actually.
and he'll do anything. Rick Steiner turning down an idea.
Rick Steiner did some shit at the end.
Oh yeah, he did.
He stiffed Conan, didn't he? Like beat the shit out of him in a match.
Jesus Christ.
I might have to pull that one up.
Yeah, please. I would love that to be a welcome video.
Rick Steiner, why I stiffed Conan on Final Nitro.
There we go.
God bless America.
So so 12% of the vote. Okay. Billy Baldwin says vote.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just looking.
Just
looking
get to
at
the end of
it
this
again.
chapter. We'll
Well, no,
reassess
okay.
things.
I thought we were gonna watch Rick Steiner.
Yeah, no, we
talk
will.
about-
Just finish this chapter.
Okay. Well, he says here.
It's such a stupid. I hate this shit.
Well, no, I wrote. I fucking hate this. This is so fucking dumb. So yes, here we go. Here's the problem with wrestlers that want to be writers or think they're good writers. Wrestlers want to act like wrestlers, and real people, our audience, were not wrestlers. Wrestlers want to talk like wrestlers, walk like wrestlers, carry themselves like wrestlers. And I was like, sounds good. That's not how everyday people go about their lives. The audience has to be able to relate to these characters. If the wrestlers are human beings, that's where storytelling and action comes in. And that's the only way that human beings relate to other human beings. Emotion is everything in the wrestling business. You have to be able to make the audience care about you. It's not all about spots, but rather about personality.
I don't know. Listen. I'm gonna argue back in something I don't even like. Are the fucking characters for these Marvel movies really deep? Are people relating to
I'm debating
Dr.
doing an
Icicle
MCU
or whatever,
guy.
whoever guys
Oh,
are?
I don't know, Larry. Is losing a parent deep enough for you? One of the many,
No.
the many orphans, in the Marvel universe.
I didn't know much about Bob Backlund's personal life, and I didn't want to know that much about it. And that's the way it worked.
Comic books are deep, Larry. Come on.
Bob Cracklins.
I keep losing my place. I
Like,
apologize.
I don't know. It's so stupid, but you could turn on like a D2 football game, on ESPN3 late at night. And if like exciting shit is happening, you're going to keep it on, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They'll give you some information
You don't
about
know.
a kid.
You don't know
like the
who
kid,
the
you
fuck.
root for him.
Exactly. You don't know where Jim Bob came from, what hometown, or you're gonna watch it. Vince, I don't. He falls into like the mutant thing of we need our hands held and we need to know so much backstory. It's not that deep.
Let me write. Oh, I did want to write a note here. When a lot of times when people talk about wrestling's being real and like, oh, human seeing a human, they see themselves. They always bring up Austin. I'm like, that's always a false. When people throw that out there, no one was like, that's like me.
I hate my boss too.
No, that was never a thing.
That's what they pushed though.
I know. It's always Stephanie's talking head who's like, who wouldn't want to do that to their boss?
No, it seemed to be. I swear it was in the press at the time too, though. That was like the talking.
Oh no, they got that. Why do people like this guy? And everyone hangs their head. Like Vince Russo particularly would hang his head on that. But it's just not a.
I'm sure
who
Magazine
was real,
said that.
the real life person. Maybe Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
So he says, I remember also I wrote larger than life because he keeps saying this personality thing, and maybe a handful of chapters ago he was like, these wacky wrestling characters, larger than life personalities. No one wanted that cartoon bullshit. And what is more, and then he comes up with like the disco, wasn't he the fat chick magnet?
That was Mike Austin.
Mike Austin.
Yeah.
Well, here, when you talk about wrestling, acting like wrestlers, here's a.
He was also that '70s guy, Mike Awesome.
On the Fat Chick Thriller.
And it came out with the Partridge Family bus.
Yeah, it was cool. I love that. Maybe that's another thing we have to watch when he does the awesome bomb to the ICP guy and he just slides off.
Well, that's what I did. He says, when you talk about wrestlers acting like wrestlers, I wrote, I'm not you, you mean I, but okay. Because he's doing that. When you know, here's a prime example. How many times have you seen a world champion boxer walk around everywhere with the title belt draped over his shoulder? How many times do you see Ali or former Tyson carrying that thing around? And I wrote a handful.
Right.
You know,
Correct.
it's not
answer.
weekly television. And that you see the same, like Vince is like, it was Ali every night defending his title on Raw.
What's happening on NXT right now?
And he wrote, do you even know what it looks like? And I wrote, yes, I do. And what they look like. There are many boxing world different organizations. I know how many times in wrestling do you see the champion with the belt draped over their shoulder while he's eating, while he it's all the time.
They
And I
don't
wrote,
even know what
yes,
he's
when they are on
talking about.
TV.
Not that many guys wear the belt that much.
Well, he's saying not to Vince, and this is wrestlers being wrestlers. They're wearing they think it's real. Oh, my wife is calling on a neighbor.
Yeah.
Uh,
You always see fucking, burnt out football players wearing their Super Bowl ring.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, this I think I right here something is Vince is kind of also revealing like what he watches and what he pays attention to. But he says the wrestlers they're winning the title while he's eating, while he's having sex, on the toilet, at the airport, everywhere. And I was like, I know he's exaggerating the point a bit, but I don't. They're just
Well-
showing up to do the promo and to the ring.
It has happened.
It has happened. I'm not saying. It's also you're writing these scenes, Vince. He's acting like this was a problem after he left.
I don't know what his point is.
So since they knew more, the veterans, this is all about the veterans things. Where he's like, here's an example why the veterans stink. Even when it was for their own good, they wouldn't listen. I had so many notes about the title thing. I was just going off about that. It's not real. So now the younger guys who always wanted to learn, the less experienced talent would hang out every word you said. They wanted to get better. What is Russo possibly telling a young man trying to get a spot? Like, was he telling him that they're like, oh, thank you, wise veteran? What is he what wisdom is he imparting?
I don't know.
Now you got to really sell your back.
Exactly.
It's an honor and pleasure to share with them every ounce of knowledge I have in my 17 years in the business. Eric and him had massive, unfixable differences. Eric wanted to kowtow to the big stars. And then giving in to them at every turn. Vince wants to give the young talent an opportunity. So then Hulk goes with Eric. Jarrett. You know, young Jeff Jarrett. He goes with Russo. DDP goes with Eric. Kidman goes with Russo. And on and on and on.
You know what's sad is that, not sad, I don't know what it says. All those people we think of are old are like younger than the main eventers right now.
Yes.
Hogan was like 44, and you know what I mean. And he was like, he's fucking ancient.
He is. We did the ages where it was like these guys are in there. They're still relevant. they proved that they were still relevant. And you're like, he writes here, he gets to it. I don't want to spoil. I'll talk about it right now. We'll talk about it again. He's like, I just wanted to make sure I respected Ric Flair. Now the angle was after that, he's in a nursing home, and the old people are trying, and it's like, what? And I'm calling him very old.
We're gonna
You
have a
gotta be
funeral
rebranded.
for him, and a big nose is gonna be in there. But
Yeah.
it's out of respect.
Yes. This is about rebranding him as a legend, a Babe Ruth, if you will.
God,
So there's
we
there's
want
Wrestling
you to
like
be
a-
our
gloves.
Babe Ruth. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know.
do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
Or
Let's take a break, and then we'll assess things.
You gotta go outside, but
no? There it is. Chapter 20. Oh, Larry. What's in there?
Well,
Very tired looking.
What?
Oh, it was a horse war? Oh, okay.
I haven't read any more.
You haven't read any more than chapter 20?
No. I
I
got
mean, do you
some
want me-
Russos queued up.
You want to watch some Russos?
Yeah, we're not gonna keep focus anymore.
Oh my god. Okay. Is this you taking your baseball cap around and spinning it backwards and go, we gotta get some good energy going. That's what'll turn the game around.
Sure. Okay. Why he took an order? Okay.
Russo thing, which you mentioned a few times, would, bubble to the surface a year or so, or 2 years, and then it kind of goes down to just being
Comes down to Joe Biden.
known song that maybe has been played too many times, and then the tune changes a little bit a couple years later and it bubbles to the surface. Well, it's back to the surface now, I guess, because what's changed is you both have podcasts, so you're both reaching
A long drawn out way.
I know.
mass audiences rather weekly. So in his case, weekly, you're on a little more, but
Yes, he's like a deflated Jiminy
how is
Cricket.
it different this time? Is it
The way
Because you
he's moving
respond,
around.
and in the past, I even wrote you privately one time, and I could say and said,
And I even wrote your
I think I
break.
even said, you usually taking the high road with this. What's this all about?
What's this all
It kind
about?
of seemed maybe like you were poking the bear a little.
Make a poke in the bear a
Why
little
is it
bit.
different this time?
What's it do? He even did this. He did the thing.
I mean,
He just did his own-
Sean, I could tell you, I've tried everything with this guy. I mean, I'm worn out. I mean, I have tried everything with this guy.
Okay,
to
can
the
you
point
pause it
of-
real quick?
Yeah.
You know how Vince had said, I'm inundated with, after that appearance on Piers Morgan, I'm inundated with interview requests, and you're just going to have to pay me for my time. We kind of called him. We were like, I think this guy wants some money. Please, I'm begging you. Pay me to get interviewed.
He's
Man.
got to replenish those blue chips.
Well, I got to say, guys, are we just sick of all these Russo interviews that I see everywhere now? Everybody's just ponying up to get that Russo interview. Where has he been on anything since other than his own stuff?
Who?
Russo, who was inundated with interview requests, and so he was like, please,
no,
please.
of course not. No, I mean, if I looked for Vince Russo interview in the last week, I'm not going to find any.
Oh,
he was-
man. You
he
guys
had-
hurt his feelings then.
Please. $100 an hour, $150 an hour. I'm sorry, please.
Listen, as pathetically small as I think that is, I don't think that, Evan's Raw review or, whoever probably wants to interview him on YouTube.
I thought you were saying that Evan guy's name again.
No, I'm just,
Burger.
every jack off has a fucking review
Yeah.
of wrestling now. That probably is a barrier for them, the $150. So
That's the budget. And what does that have to getting Vince on your show? Does that do anything?
I don't think Alfred Kanua would pay you $150.
Alfred Kanua these funds together.
Alfred, as a friend, can you have me on, bro?
Listen, we'd be thrilled to be a part of that party circuit.
Can we get sponsors here or what?
The cheese board?
Oh, what? Oh yes, cheese board. What did they send the other guy? Was it meat and cheeses again? When everybody said, "Oh, we reported this wrong," and Triple H sent us this thing, and he was like, "No, it was from
that
Sean
was
Ross
cheese.
Snap got one."
That was
Was the cheese again? Because there's another guy that got a cheese board prior to even that.
Yeah,
that's the move, huh? Sending cheese. That's all it takes for pro wrestling people.
It's like a Whitman sampler.
That's all. Like other journalists get trips and all this other stuff, and wrestling journalists
What was
is getting
the
cheese.
bootlicker phrase that he got called out on for using about the contract?
Departed.
Yeah,
They're departing the company forcefully. The security is departing them.
That was a movie, right? The Departed. Sorry, guys.
You're saying that if they're not wrestling journalists, if they're wrestling journalists, they're not accepting the cheese board. I guess that makes Dave Meltzer lactose intolerant. Meow meow. Right?
Listen, Dave has got some tight macros. He can't just be accepting,
He ain't taking your cheese board.
Cheese boards, your Harry and Davids, your what haves you.
Do you guys have what is it at the what is it, Murray's? Do you have Murray's meats and cheeses in any of your grocery stores?
Not that I know of.
He's looking at the basket of $5 and under cheese wedges at
That was always like the thing the Catholic schools would make you try to sell around the holidays.
I think that's all schools. They make you sell the
cheese baskets. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what could the quality of those have been like?
You'd have to, and the relatives that you never asked the relatives that you sold it to, like, hey, did you like it? So what happened? Did they just throw it away, toss it? Big tin of popcorn.
Man, how many animals were needlessly sacrificed in the name of the Catholic Church to rape a bunch of children? Cool.
That didn't go where I thought it was going.
Real talk with Gus.
Oh yeah, Vince. Oh yeah, Vince Russo. A seg you always want with your name.
Here's the seg. Here's why he's a bitch.
Let's have a one-on-one debate. Let's have a moderator there at the debate. Put it on what is IPPV, whatever.
iPay-per-view.
Put it on iPay-per-view. Charge $10, whatever the hell you want. Give every freaking penny to the cauliflower out. I don't want. I want this to end.
Okay? They edited him looking exhausted.
I became very good friends with Kenny Bolin, who has known Jim Cornette for 43
Jim Glick would get tired in an interview.
Okay, behind the scenes. Kenny Bolin was trying to set up some kind of a meeting or anything. I went as far as to tell Kenny.
Did you just touch him?
Tell Jim.
Probably.
Is he a guy that touches you when he talks to you?
I'll sit down with him. I'll meet him.
Without a doubt.
He could say whatever he wants to my face.
I don't want to make a blanket statement, but every Italian I've known is very handsy.
Vince knows that this is a mean edit.
Right? Do you know a lot of Italians, Wilson? I don't know how many there are in Omaha.
I know some. Yeah, sure.
They're handsy, though.
Not mine.
Really? Okay. I mean, it's to the point where it's open with me and the Italians. They're like, I know you don't like to be touched, and they'll give me a hug. Yeah, and I get a big hug.
I think the guy just likes you.
No, there's multiple Italians.
Maybe you're that kind of type.
Frank would agree with me. That was
Frank.
Mario
This is the test.
Cuomo's
Frank, you
whole,
listening?
or
Are
Andrew
you
Cuomo.
you attracted to Larry, Frank?
That was Andrew Cuomo's whole defense. Remember, he wasn't a pervert. He was Italian.
Yeah. It's if you grope someone, if you say "Mamma Mia" after you grope someone, it's okay.
Can I just?
You're at the Olive Garden.
Appreciate this.
I know this is. I say, has Vince watched this back? He knows this is a mean edit, right? That they are editing it to make him look like an asshole. Like you don't do that. You don't put that in as a reaction. Where Sean Oliver's got his hand under his chin, and he's very glum. He's very glum.
This isn't even when they were working together. This is just podcast bullshit.
Yeah.
This is
Sean Oliver looks like he's pondering Sophie's Choice. He's thinking about it. The idea is starting to crystallize in his head.
What if she goes to Tunisia? That's a fun country. How'd she get there, though?
And she uses her powers. She gets big and fat. It's like reverse Stidder.
I forgot about that subplot.
She turns into the Iron Man.
Didn't she double each day? Something like that.
I don't know. All I know is Sean got mad at us for saying that his book was done.
We need to read it to Gus.
Don't get me in on your thing. I've got a clean record with Sean. I'm our only hope. I could be the bridge.
All right.
You can be neutral party and just listen to those. Just listen to those episodes and let us know. Were we too mean? I was moving out of my house at the time. I blame that.
Okay.
I think the lesson is to interview up front.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. This one's just disturbing. I don't like that haircut. First of all, the Colorado fucking jersey thing. God.
Yeah.
Throw the buffalo.
He's got 2 rings.
I thought he hated Boulder. Remember, he had that whole paragraph in last week's selection about how fake it is.
Well, since Dion's been in town.
That's true.
That's up to them. He can't work with me. So it was a huge concern with me, just kind of how Jim was going to react, And,
he's got old man tattoos.
Got along fine. But again, philosophy-wise, it was just 2 completely different pages.
Did you guys butt head a lot?
We didn't butt heads because I got to be honest with you. I'm not.
Beep.
When it comes to wrestlers and when it comes to guys that have been around a long time,
can't tell them anything.
I'm not going to stand there and argue with them. Like I'll stand there with Cornette and I'll say, okay, Jim, this is what we want to do. Okay, if Jim says no, I want to do this, that, and the other thing, and here's the reason why, and Jim would get very passionate about it. So I know he really believed in it. 9 times out of 10, I did it the way he wanted to do it. And I'm not just saying Jim Cornette. If it were D'Lo, if it were Pat, if it were Al Snow, I have a respect for these guys.
That's
and what they do.
Murderers Rushmore of dorks.
Does Vince have veneers?
I don't know.
Really trump somebody is if I know
looks like it.
That idea is bad.
Or just dentures.
No way that's going to work. Then I'll
I said veneers. It could be dentures.
9 times out of 10, I'll usually tap out and say, "Okay, let's try it that way."
Can you recall any cases that were really bad that you might have said that that's not going to work?
No, we never.
So,
when Jim and I were together,
friend of Jesus, Vince has no problem working with this company.
I never got in an argument with Jim. Jim and I never got into a fight.
Fake news, bro.
It's always the stuff.
Have you talked to him? Have you heard his story?
Imperfect vessels.
He always treated me with respect.
I don't say a word publicly. I don't knock Jim. I don't say
I'm a
anything
New
about
Yorker.
Jim.
I don't say
Matter of fact,
about
you
Jim
can go back and look at my
publicly.
books. I put Jim over.
Jim
So
over.
when we worked together, there was never an argument. There was
No,
never
this
the
is
butting
Vince
of
saying, you know,
heads,
he's shaving
but
his
it's kind
head.
of
He's saying,
always
this is a
when
new
we
me.
go this way,
That
then
weight, the
I
burden's
just hear
coming
what kind of
off.
an imbecile I am.
You
When you
know,
first came in, did you have to sit down with Cornette?
this is
Like,
freshly
doors and
baptized.
maybe hash things
He
out,
just
or
got baptized
Yes.
was there a phone
a
call
couple weeks
conversation
prior.
between you two, or
You know what? That's a real good question. That's a real good question, Rob, because I was really concerned about it. Really concerned about
That
it.
is
'Cause I
like
know Jim,
he's doing.
I know he
Let
is.
me like think about my
And,
answer.
that
That's a
was
good
one of
question.
the
That's a
things
good
Oh,
where
question.
no,
I'm giving
that
myself
was-
time
yes,
to
that
think.
was-
Vince,
that's a
let
fuck
me
you.
handle this.
Right.
Just trust me. Let me handle this. And I did let Jeff handle it.
The
So
amount
there
that in that
was
last
never
interview, and this is a
sit
different one, and
down
he's
or
doing
nothing
this,
like
and
that,
he's
'cause,
right. And I'm
you know, Jeff
where I
wanted
said,
to
is he
handle it. I
touching the guy?
respected Jeff, and
He,
Jeff
Well, that's
did
another
whatever he did.
trope.
what was it like for the
That
first time
is
going
kind of
to a live
true.
event and seeing
Yeah.
right
They
from
do that.
You want me to be totally honest? I remember.
Do you want me to
I'm
be
almost
totally
positive
honest?
It was a pay-per-view, and I remember being in
That's
my
a good
hotel
one.
room before I left the hotel room, and I remember praying hard for 15 minutes.
Wow.
And it wasn't me. I mean, because I was fine with it. I was concerned.
Do
of
we
how
think that
Jim
Vince
was
is a
going to
sincere
react.
person,
You know,
or is he
really,
so
really
dumb
was.
and like
And I think
runty
there was
that
some
he's
it's
that?
hard for me to remember really.
He does have a bit of a troll to him.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a shit stir.
He thinks he's a radio personality. He thinks he's Mike and the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
He wishes.
Yeah, but I could see him modeling himself on that type of personality.
Honestly, if you didn't have to
Make
like
Mike
worry,
Francisco sound
like
dumber.
is a hobby, like it would be fun just to have like a drive time radio show and like 3 people listen. Like you just had to fill time. Do I have weird fantasies about what I would do with money? You guys wouldn't want your own drive time radio show?
Oh, I would.
I gotta wake up at 3 in the morning for
Well, yeah, man.
their biggest.
You go in, you got the coffee.
Talk to a piece of shit program director.
Talk to a girl in a swimsuit and this incredibly visual thing, and go, "Isn't this great radio?"
Throw some baloney at her ass. God. Okay, this is in character now.
Well, he talks about it. You haven't read it yet. He talks about it.
Well, good.
He does the thing of my character was the real me, but also I was playing a character. Okay.
Time last week. Sit down interview, and
What did you say about Mike Tenay in your fake story?
He's a prose pro. He does. I did when I was reading. He does. He says Mike Tenay, who's a pro.
Okay.
That got me though. I'm like, you don't want respect of Mike Tenay. He would.
Well, I think he called somebody else a prose pro, or anybody that he likes. They're a prose pro.
I have to tell you, there are some questions that I've had for several years since we worked together at World Championship Wrestling, and I hope you're ready for them.
I'll answer whatever you've got.
First off, let's start off for the uninitiated.
That's
out there.
rough. That's no.
What exactly would your roles be? What would your duties be? As a
This is
wrestling TV
TNA,
writer?
isn't it?
It is.
My duties as a wrestling TV writer is to assure there are as many eyeballs watching the product as possible. And that basically means
Oh my gosh, he's
by
reading
any
off.
means
He's reading off of
necessary,
cue
you
cards.
do what you
He
have
is.
to do
He's reading off
in
of
order
cue
to
cards.
put people in front of the television set.
If you
watching
rewind it,
your
you'll see his
show.
eye drags
Whether
off
you want to
camera,
admit it or
off
not,
where he's
in
supposed to be
this
looking.
business, everything is ratings. In our case, everything is pay-per-view buys. So you do whatever you have to do to get people to watch the show.
And in your opinion, how much does the writer affect the success or failure of a television program?
Tremendously, Mike. Because again, if you were the writer of this show, we would have a 2-hour wrestling match that nobody would watch, Mike. Okay, the show would fail. The show wouldn't be on the air right now. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen. Is there a place for wrestling? Without question.
I can't wait to buy my ticket.
Of like scripts, like that's just
Yeah.
all the text.
Yeah.
Just this.
Yeah.
On wrestling.
I don't
Does it need to
understand.
change? Does it need to evolve? You're damn right it does. And one day, sooner or later, you will
Does he
understand.
choke out,
Okay,
Mike?
Vince, at this point in time, do you feel any responsibility at all for the demise of World Championship Wrestling?
You know, Mike, let me explain something to you, because that question gets brought up 100 times. Do you understand?
100
I was actually
times.
writing the television at WCW for 9 months. Do you understand that, Mike? 9 months. You tell me.
He is. Look, I'm gonna give Vince a credit, right? I'm gonna give him some
9.
credit. Has any other booker booked themselves as a character where they are talking about how bad the show is? Like, I know WWE eventually did it, like where they were like, the show stinks and we blame Baron Corbin. But Vince Russo at this time in 1999 is booking himself onto the show for the fan to be like, I know it stinks. I don't know what to do.
He was forced to book himself onto TNA and talk about.
It's wild to be like, that's his character, is him being concerned about his job stability.
Jerry Jarrett's losing his fucking shit. Lumber prices are tumbling, and Jeff has lost the plot.
He had Mike Tenay ask him, "Are you concerned about that you're killing WCW?" in 1990. And he's like, everybody is paranoia. Everybody's asking me that.
Well, this is right. I think this is weekly pay-per-view TNA.
Correct. It was like $15 a pop.
Yeah, I ordered one.
Yeah, me too.
It was the Raven, Sandman, Clockwork Orange, House of Fun match.
Mine was, I think, Raven for the title.
It's when they were doing the kind of the shitty version of Legacy. It was Eric Watts and Brian Christopher and one other son.
Oh,
and it might have been David Flair. Yeah, terrible. Okay.
Yep. Oh shit, I'm remembering that. Yep.
How many years, Mike? How many years?
Wait, is Carl listening to this live somehow?
And you mean to tell
he's
me
here.
you're stupid enough
Wait, that's
to believe
Larry.
that in 9 months Vince Russo put that out of business? Well, you know what? If I did, maybe it deserved to go out of business then.
You know what? I think it was a very salvageable project at that time. No question. Look at the talent of WWE.
Vince is writing out his
Look at the talent.
the argument he's going to have with Dave Meltzer.
All the great cruiserweights that we had, Kevin Nash.
And why was I brought in?
Well, then put up your own money, Mike.
The product was in the shitter. I was brought in because the eyeballs weren't watching the show
Let me
anymore.
ask you
So
some
what they do?
specifics.
They brought in the most successful writer in the history of the business, me. That's why I was brought in. So let's start there.
Let me ask you some specifics. In WCW, we had a signature trademark division called the Cruiserweights. Incredible talent. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and I can go on
Mike
and on.
Tenay's shooting.
Why would you decide to take that Cruiserweight division and build it around Evan Courageous, a young wrestler, Ed
That's
Ferrara,
not his name.
one of your co-writers, and a woman wrestler by the name of Medusa?
Because people want entertainment, Mike. You want lucha libras, whatever.
Sounds
you want,
entertaining.
go to
A
Japan,
cruiserweight
go to
division
Mexico,
with
you get all the
Did he
Medusa?
say if you want
Here in the
Lucha
United
Libre,
States,
go to
people
Japan?
want to be entertained, and there are
Oh,
about
it's in the
this
book.
many people that are entertained by guys jumping around in a ring for 40 minutes. You're entertained, but you know what, Mike? You don't mean shit. Okay?
What was positive in tarnishing the image and the history of the World's Heavyweight Championship belt, the prop, by having David Arquette as the World's Heavyweight
They're
Champion?
on their
I'll tell you
own
the
wrestling
prize,
program
Mike,
saying the
because
prop.
What you don't understand is, was it a publicity stunt? Yes, Mike, it was a publicity stunt. And you know what? The next day, I opened up the USA Today, and there was a picture in the USA
The
Today
USA
of
Today.
David Arquette covering Eric Bischoff. Would we have gotten that kind of coverage if DDP won the belt that night?
So
What don't
in
you
other words,
understand?
you sold
It's a
your
business,
soul.
Mike.
You sold your soul for one engagement to
You're
the USA
damn right
Today.
I sold my
Well,
soul.
let
How
me
many people read
explain this
USA
to me.
Today, Mike?
Let me explain this to me. The week after
Did they put
that
in the
happened,
paper
why did the television
written by
rating for
Vince
Monday
Russo
Nitro drop to its lowest in 4.5 years?
under the
Why did
under the
this
picture?
Probably like in like the
program
fourth
have
section.
almost 3 times the audience
Is he
that
is he going to
WCW
Amy
did?
going, look,
7.4
my
to
match I
2.4.
did was in the
Do
paper.
you have those, do you have those
I
numbers
wrote
here to
this.
show
He's
me?
showing a
As far as I'm
picture
concerned, you're full of shit.
of David
You can sit
Arquette.
around
I
here and
wrote
throw around all
this.
the numbers you
USA
want. I don't
Today.
believe a word that comes out of your mouth. You want to show me those numbers? Then we'll talk about those numbers. All I know is USA Today.
What's Mike doing
was
there? What
covering
was Tenay doing
WCW
there?
For the only time
He's gonna have
in the
this guy
history of the
whacked.
paper. Understand? Now you do.
Let's bring things up to date.
Let's
currently.
bring it up to date.
And
Let's bring it up how nobody started watching this damn show until Sports Entertainment Extreme
Better
came
or
in that
worse
back
than
door.
my dinner
Let's
with
talk
Andre?
about, Mike,
I'll
300
tell you
people
what, let's
being
talk about.
turned away last
My
week
dinner with
because
Tenay.
of Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Let's talk
Matter
about
companies
November
off
20th.
that they say he's right. He's
What a
like, oh,
memorable,
an
historic
extra
night.
300,000 people watched. How desperate are these companies that would sign him up? They're like, we need this, we need that.
He told the people
Or
exactly
we're
what it meant to him.
He said
sunk.
300 people.
His quest.
Oh, I thought he just meant.
At the
I
arena.
assumed he meant 300K or extra are watching the pay
No.
per views or something. I couldn't fathom actually bragging about 300 people now have showed up to this.
To the free
taping.
show.
Yeah.
People chanted Sports Entertainment Extreme. You think they care what Jeff said? You think they cared about his...
What if he had had the willpower to turn it into like the Vince Russo promotion, and it's just like he was too soon. He didn't meet the NXT freaks that would have been every week.
They would happily accept a show with no wrestling.
Oh yeah, that'd be ideal.
Just Lash Legend and John L. Evans and Nikita Lyons.
Vince Russo should make YouTube videos where he's doing some kind of YouTube face in the thumbnail, like with his mouth wide open, and then it says something like, oh, did you see what happened on NXT? And he's maybe got a little cartoon eyes or something
Oh,
like that.
have we checked in on NXT? Is Sean cooking right now?
It's delayed till tomorrow.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going head to head with against Dynamite, and they're doing it's the ECW NXT.
Oh, those fucks. Leave Tony alone. That poor man is trying his best.
And then this looks interesting. And then I got Conan and Rick Steiner.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Last one here.
Well, I think his beef with me. It started with me. I initiated that whole thing. Listen, I think a wrestler should look like a wrestler. It's that simple.
Well, come on.
Come on. No, good point.
God,
Sean,
he's in his
because
face.
You know what I say all the time?
Why is Sean all sweaty
If
looking?
Kevin Owens' appearance was part of the gimmick and part of his great. I get it. The guy is an out of shape guy that likes drinking his beer and eating his hoagies, but he could still kick your ass. I get it. But when a guy looks like this and they're telling me he's a prize fighter, what prize fighter?
Tank Abbott.
I never saw a prize
Tank
fighter
Abbott.
like this. So
What
that
are
was
we
my
doing?
hope. A professional wrestler look like a professional wrestler. But if they made that as part of his gimmick, it would be tremendous. So that was the beef I had, but it was more with it was really more with WWE creative than Kevin Owens.
Gotcha. Sami Zayn.
What does that mean to make it part of his gimmick?
To be like he eats, he said he drinks beer and eats hoagies, and he also can kick your ass. So his gimmick would be this guy's a slob.
They would do that in real sports. I mean, we love the fat guy scoring touchdowns and stuff.
Dick the Bruiser.
Yeah.
But Vince needs that to care about Kevin Owens as a wrestler.
Cecil
He's like, who cares about?
There's got to
He's
be.
like, you're telling me Kevin Owens is how he's like Kevin Owens can't portray a badass.
I think he could.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
I mean, it was fun when he was like power bombing people on the apron. I like that. I'm just going full.
That was the glory days.
It's fine.
I don't know. I'm perturbed.
All right, come on.
Looking like Jerry Garcia here, Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he took the glasses off for Sami Zayn. He can't believe this.
The WWE, I'm going to say wrestling business. There's a reason that WWE has gone from 8 million viewers to under 3. Because when you had the
world was watching
wrestling,
Attitude Era.
the Attitude Era, before the Attitude Era, WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3, way before. Bruno, when you had the world watching wrestling. The casual fan, when you said professional wrestling, right away in their mind, there was a picture in their mind of what
he's such a
wrestler
size queen.
A professional wrestler is larger than
But he
life.
li-
A professional
but he li-
wrestler
but he likes
looks
the,
like
he
somebody
likes
I've never seen before. When a professional
the
wrestler
guys that
walks
are
through
usually
the
on the undercard
airport,
are
I'm
pushed
going to know
because
that's somebody. And I'm talking about Roddy Piper. If Roddy
I guess he's
Piper
only
walked
talking to them
through an
because
airport, you would look
the
at
veterans
Piper
won't
and
talk
know
to him.
that's somebody. Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, they're the only
Kurt
people
Hennig
that
walked through an airport.
will
You know,
work
if
with
Bret
them
Hart
because it's
walked
their
through an
only
airport,
like
that's
potential
freaking
into
somebody. You just knew a
anything.
professional wrestler in our mind.
It's an
Sami Zayn
aura.
looks like my next door neighbor. I'm sorry, and that's not an insult.
I know what you're saying.
That's not an insult. I can't watch. I'm 50. I'm 56. I can't watch a wrestling show with any kind of belief when I honestly think I could give half of the roster a good fight. Sami Zayn
Come
would
on
probably
with
kick
these
my ass,
cuts
but he
to
wouldn't do it in a minute.
Sean, the way his face.
205 guys, yeah, they'd all kick my ass because I'm 56.
Does Sean
but
do
they
his own
wouldn't do it
editing,
in a
or do you
minute.
think he
Go
finds that out?
back to looking at those guys. Freaking
He's doing
Ken
it.
Shamrock, who's coming into my like, are you
Good for
freaking
him.
kidding me?
Renaissance
I
man.
remember once I got so hot once at Billy Gunn. The one and only time in my life I disrespected a wrestler and told Billy Gunn to go F himself.
What? He's fine.
Okay,
It's
way
great.
out of line. And the minute it came out of my mouth, I freaking regretted it. Brian James came over, and I thought this guy was going to kill me. Brian
Blowjob James.
Road Dogg. What the freaking Sami Zayn? Who's Sami Zayn going to beat in real life?
Is Brian James
just
that
being
imposing?
honest.
Yeah, I don't know
that's
what the
why-
point
that's
is.
why
They kind of
it's
seem like the same
lost
body
the
type.
casual fan base. It's not believable. It's nothing
Brian's
against him.
beefier.
And what did
at
Vince
me.
Russo say to
Okay,
Billy
what, I'm
Gunn
gonna
that
go
was so
tomorrow, I'm
insulting
gonna
that
be a
Road Dogg
Chippendales
came over to be like, the fuck? Fuck you
What
say?
about when you had to write for?
What happened to that talking
He's
about
like
wrestling?
Billy Gunn, the
I
one
know,
that
how
can
we get-
suck my
because you know why?
dick.
Because it's why people hate you.
I guess.
We could have been talking about your baker if your baker hate. Anyone in your family hate you? We could talk
Okay,
about
wait,
them. You
rewind.
have a cousin,
Sean's doing a
every
good job
Italian
here.
has
Hold
this.
on, rewind.
Okay.
Sean is peppering
someone-
him, and Vince is too dumb to keep up, and
Yeah.
so hit play, and then Vince the things he pauses after.
It's nothing against him. Look at me. Okay, what? I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to be a Chippendales dancer.
What about when you had to write? For,
Can we not talk about wrestling?
I know. How do we get? Well, because you know why? Because it's why people hate you. We could have been talking about your baker if your baker hate. Anyone in your family?
Look at that
hate you?
pause
Oh,
and beat
then
that
you
he
have- you
thinks
have a
about
cousin-
that.
Every Italian has this. Hold on.
Now Sean's about to count off on his pinky. Is that something you would ever do?
If I was with my guma and I had
For
the ring
one.
on there,
And your pinky's one. Would you ever count off like that?
It's an
One,
Italian
yeah.
thing. They're handsy.
No, this is Sean doing it.
I know. Well, he wants to be in the
Sean?
Rat Pack.
I don't know. Isn't
That's
he-
true.
There's someone in the family
chubby
that
in this one.
nobody talks to anymore.
Oh, come on.
He is.
There's an uncle.
God, I'm
I
trying
said
to
Jiminy
that
Glick. I was
everybody
exaggerating. I
My
didn't
mother
want.
passed away.
Peanut, come here,
recently,
buddy.
like, had cut everybody off. She was one of those Italians. You look
No,
at
He's
her,
too
there
big
was
for
a
that. He
person
looks
who
like a
did.
sausage poking out of that
And
soup.
the other thing is somewhere in the lineage, it's usually now a couple of
He
generations
looks like
back,
he's
someone
yeah.
cursed.
He's
Maybe he
he's
had
a
an allergic.
little.
He had allergic reaction.
I don't want to go too far into the supernatural because this will become the Vampiro.
the red.
The
Oh,
town
Hey,
of
this is
Warner
just a
Valley.
couple
Yeah,
paisans.
Yeah, the red pepper kid.
Right.
Yeah.
We used to have to
Well,
write.
so I
and then
can't
we'd
not
also
see
have
the
to-
fucking Jiminy Glick now.
Everywhere you go,
You know why? I'll tell you why.
He
Because I'm the
just
only
did.
one-
I didn't do
know.
that.
Let's leave truth.
Why is Sammy?
I'll tell you why.
Because I'm the only one who speaks the truth.
Let's leave truth.
Why is Sammy?
You are vocal.
Kinds of shit.
Everywhere you go, you start. You know why? I'll tell you why.
Because I'm the only one who speaks the truth.
Let's leave truth.
Why is Sammy?
You
why
are
is-
vocal.
If Sami Zayn, let me put it to you: if
Oof.
Sami Zayn is a professional.
You're not on trial, Vince. We're talking about fake fighting. He's like
Yes.
bullets of sweat.
You know what statement that is? They're basically saying anybody can be a wrestler. And I don't agree with that. I think you should have to look like a freaking wrestler to be a freaking wrestler.
That's fine.
Which one? Joey Ryan shoots
I
on
would say
dating
if
Tammy Lynn
everybody-
Sitch or Justin Credible
if everyone
shoots on
li-
Paul
if everyone
Heyman?
likes you,
If
if everyone likes you, you haven't.
Which one of the
I
odds?
don't know. Is there no more Vince stuff?
Well, I got Rick Steiner.
Oh, okay, Rick Steiner.
And then we'll hear the explanation for why this happens.
Get some. Well, Dusty,
You don't like me, bite me. I have watched way too much Rick Steiner in the last
He does get a lot of shine in 99. Okay, here we go.
Here on the Turner Network,
in 240p.
Jesus, he comes in hot.
Yeah. And Conan doesn't even pretend to put up a fight.
The colors on this ring and the ringside area is just
that we will never forget is happening.
Disrespectful.
Who knows who's going to be there?
Oh, Conan potatoes him there, though.
Okay.
Conan left himself wide open for that attack from the DMT.
Maybe Rick will address that.
Think many ways, and of course we'll talk about it next week. Next week's telecast will be a fitting end and a great beginning for our promotion. Down goes Conan from the Steiner line.
Is he gonna do like an avalanche belly to belly?
Oh. Something was said there.
He is so ruthless. Last night, Conan and Hugh Morris down to the feet.
Scott Hudson.
Yeah. Standards and practices added again.
Another shot, but all he's going to get is a rear chin lock from the dog-faced gremlin. Pounding on top of the head. Look at this. Screaming at the referee to shut up as he just wastes Conan. So many ways that he can take. Not punches. These are just forearm blasts from the top. And nowhere Conan can go because he's straddling Conan to boot. Couple of things about Rick Steiner first. What's up with the Magnificent Seven? He appears to be the focus of the entire investigation conducted by
Jesus.
And also the return of Shane Douglas. Last night at the Green pay-per-view, the man suffering 2 broken wrists at the hands of the dog-faced
He's got like a
the U.S. title.
semi going on. Oh, that's...
He's excited he gets to shoot.
Yeah, he's getting to shoot.
I don't know. By 99, Rick Steiner's a negative war guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Rick Steiner knows he's a suspect in this deal yet.
He's a liability.
Yeah.
That drama unfolds.
He's Adam Dunn on the White Sox.
Rick Steiner tries to unfold Conan in the ring. And Conan, you can just see the pain and now the determination and the meanness that is Rick Steiner. Conan will be sent.
Yeah, he was working with him there. He was calling spots.
The Steiner line rolling thunder up and down. He whacked him with that, did Conan, and he goes for the gun. They jammed to the mat. What a nice recovery by the K-Dog, Rick Steiner.
People liked Conan.
Finally went down for the rolling thunder clothesline. Conan back up.
Oh, uh-oh.
No, got it. Got him on the top of the head.
You know what? I'm going to say it. Scott Hudson's better than Mauro Ronaldo. He's got the same timbre without the cringe, like, forced hip-hop reference.
Yeah.
Everything is with such authority and such impact for Rick Steiner.
Remember when Conan got a payday from AEW?
Yeah. What did he do?
He was
he got in the ring. He got power bombed by FTR, right, or whatever their Shatter Machine or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think he managed Santana and Ortiz for a minute.
Title versus title, it's what it will be. And how many people can say that they have gone in the ring and have dominated Conan like this throughout Conan's great career? Not many, I can tell you that. Conan has no defense at all. The only defense right now for Conan.
I'm just like, this was Nitro.
Yeah, Conan's so defenseless. He's not even pretending he can fight back. He knows better.
At the ropes, but has been knocked in the neck. Rick doesn't know where. Seemingly cannot be heard.
And like, imagine you're like your Time Warner, Turner, whatever, like, and you're trying to like get this merger thing taken care of, and like you don't have time for Rick Steiner shooting on Conan.
Nor time for
mean,
Shane
this is
Douglas doing a
Oh
run
my
in.
god, what a pud!
This is a long 7 minutes.
Yeah. I want to know what this went up against.
Conan makes a cover, but this match has been thrown out. The involvement of Shane Douglas and referee Billy Silverman has disqualified.
Good job, Billy.
Now Conan.
Okay, now we'll hear why this happened. I don't remember what the reason is.
Network.com.
Were you there when Eric Bischoff offered all the guys the release if they wanted it?
Yeah, I was there in a meeting. It was
I had a relative that looked like this guy.
Conan, and that's when Scott Levy stood up and he singled out a few guys because a lot of guys, everybody's got a better way of doing things, but nobody, okay, then do it. Right. If you got a better way, do it. And I respect Scott because he stood up and Bischoff singled him out. He said, if you ain't got a problem, you leave, and he got up and left. Conan, on the other hand, put his tail between his legs and hid in the corner. And some of the other guys stood up and said, hey, I was wrong, whatever. Levy was the only one who stood up and said, okay, I'll leave. He took what happened, Respect the guy for that. Conan, I have a hard time with that boy.
That boy.
Wow.
I know Rick's thoughts on things.
Oh,
that
yeah.
boy.
He's on a school board in Florida. Okay.
What he's at.
And he gets to say, I know what's wrong with that boy.
He's only let him get so far. Not saying that I'm anything, but he's careless and he's reckless. And if you're going to be careless and reckless, then you're going to have to take whatever comes, If you're going to go out there and potato guys or get rough for someone, then, the hell with it.
Yeah, he potatoed him.
If there was a 10 most guys that you most definitely didn't want to work with, he'd be one of them. Just classic styles, and he's lazy and don't really care for the guy either.
I think it was like the final Nitro you worked with Conan. It seemed to be a little stiff, was it?
I tried to beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I knew it was the end. And he'd hurt Luger, hurt his bicep. And he had hurt a couple other guys, And I called a couple things in the ring. And he didn't do it. He didn't get it. He didn't remember it. He said, "What?" Fine, I just fuck this. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. So I just pounded out.
All right. Who did you enjoy working with the most and least?
Well, like Sting and Lex, Arn Anderson,
Thoughtful Steiner.
Guys like that. Simone's were fun to work with.
Scotty Riggs.
Even Butch Reed was
Sergeant Craig Pittman.
like some of the, Mater was
Who was the other guy in the State Patrol?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. A Rat and a Man was great.
If I said, if you brought some names up and said what this guy is,
right,
I might be able to give you more guys. But it was the top of my head. I really.
That dye job on his goatee's looking good.
It is very natural looking. Okay.
Any last words until we head into this new future?
I'm gonna go into my bunker.
I know one guy at the shop that's gonna be thrilled. Let's see. It's not. It's okay. Bye.